Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle and affirmations for today, Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. You may follow me on the book, the talk, the tube, the lemonade, the blue sky social, the fan base, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, but it all might resonate. It's affirmations. We're going to use the Price of Love Oracle by Crystal Banner. See what falls out today for love. 2 on the table. That was fast. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's just my alarm. I always tell myself I'm going to sleep till 7, and then I don't. At least not lately. A 3 on the table. 5 on the table. 'Let's do one more shuffle. Six with bottom of the deck. Okay, this is interesting. We've got grief and sadness, soulmate recognition, confusion, communication, shattered, and bottom of the deck, unfinished business. So I'm getting a couple things. One thing, there might be some grief and sadness revolving around a relationship. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a lover situation or anything like that. It could be a friendship, a family, a family member, a death. Okay. There's that. There's also soulmate recognition. Somebody might be in a relationship with their soulmate. Congratulations. Somebody might run into a soulmate today. I just want to give a clarification on that because I was watching another reader yesterday and I'm like, yeah, I've said that before, but I haven't said that in a long time. I don't know if you guys are on TikTok or not. There used to be a video going around and it was, or videos, I should say. People were posting videos of them and their pets. And they did a background sound with, oh God, I can never remember his name. The guy that played Dawson on Dawson's Creek. And there's a little kid and they're like, what's a soulmate? And then the guy from Dawson Creek's like, well, soulmate is, I think we look at soulmates as like our other half, our other person, right? Which is fine. That's true. I believe we all have soulmates like that. Well, probably most of us. However, a soulmate could also be a pet. It doesn't have to, it could be an animal you meet at a farm. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a love interest. Again, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a pet. It could be a bird, for crying out loud, that hangs out on your deck all day, every day. I'm just saying. I just wanted to throw that back out there. So, the long story that I'm getting here, which is why this is taking so long, someone might have some confusion around a soulmate connection. Someone might feel upset because they feel this confusion. They might feel like there's unfinished business, and they might come in with some communication. Take how that resonates for you. If you're not going back and forth right now with someone about a soulmate connection, if you don't feel like you've been in one for a very long time, I would say this probably is not for you. Because I'm either picking up like a new person or someone in the recent past. And recent past, I mean probably like 5 to 10 years or less. 10 years or less. Let's just say that. Like to me, fairly recent. Maybe even 5 years or less. It's hard to say with time. But it's kind of like someone waking up and being like, "Oh, was that my person? Like, was that supposed to be my person?" And coming to this realization that they were, and then getting upset, feeling like they need to talk about it, and then reaching out with some type of communication. For some of you, too, with the different color skin tones, for some of you, this could be a person of a different race. I just heard background, too. Background meaning like if you're Catholic and they're Christian, or you're Buddhism and they're Catholic. You know what I mean? Like, or you grew up poor and they grew up rich, or vice versa. Like a different background. I personally don't usually like to bring in race to it, because and I know people would argue with me, but like, to me it doesn't matter. And when I do readings, I don't usually see color, or Asian or German, or black or white. I don't usually see that anyway. Um and I think that's just because I don't look at people like that. Like, I'm attracted to, like, the soul in there. I'm attracted to the characteristics, the personality, the humor, that kind of thing. Like, I don't really give a shit if you're black. I don't give a shit if you're, you know, Mexican or Polish or Japanese, or it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. And also, don't laugh at me. Static screen, stars. For some reason, when I first looked at these, I thought it was snow. This looks like ice cracking to me. This kind of reminds me of like a winter scene, like on a lake, kind of, with the moon at the top. something about this winter. So if it doesn't happen today, maybe like, I mean, winter is hard to judge, but I usually gauge winter like, especially in the wintry states of the United States. If you're in the United States, if you're in another country, pardon me, I'm ignorant. I don't know who experiences winter. I know like England probably does, Scotland, Ireland, those kind of places. But like I'm getting winter months. Like to me here in Illinois, like for me, I feel like winter usually ends like middle to end of March. Winter technically ends what? Is it the beginning of March, technically? Or is it the end of March? I don't know. Also, too, with the static on the confusion card, whoever this person is that's confused, that's shattered of like this revelation that they're having, I'm just gonna say this is someone that could be typically like boisterous, like somebody that's not afraid to voice their opinion, someone not afraid to talk. But when they made this realization, like this stunned them. When they came to this conclusion, it stunned them. With the static, like it's almost like their brain went static. Like the old TVs, where they would turn off at like, what was it, midnight or something, or after 10 p.m. or something. You would see nothing but static on your TV. I remember those days. It's like their brain went off and they just like went numb and they're quiet. They're very quiet. Like if this is someone that's usually very happy, outgoing, lucky, like they just got very quiet, like contemplating, thinking, and not really wanting to talk because afraid to say anything out loud, like afraid to, oh, almost like afraid to make a judgment call on the situation in fear that it's going to manifest something that they don't want. If that makes sense. Because when you voice things into the ether, right? Like that technically can be construed as a manifestation. Like God is going to hear you, the angels are going to hear you, your ancestors are going to hear you, your dearly departed loved ones, your guides, they're all going to be like, oh, okay. That's why sometimes when I say things out loud, I'm like, don't take that seriously. I'm just talking to myself out loud because I talk to myself out loud all the time. But I tell them that specifically, like, don't do that. Don't do that. Even when I get like human feelings and feel vengeance and pain and heartbreak and want to slap the shit out of somebody, like I'll say something and I'll be like, don't, don't take out vengeance. Don't do that on my behalf. I'm not, no, I'm just thinking. I need to work through it and I need to get over it. I do that all the time. I highly recommend when you do that, you tell them I didn't mean it. Like I'm just working through my shit down here, working through it. This person is afraid to speak out loud. They're afraid that they're gonna like if and this is just an example. If this person realizes like they're in love with somebody or they were supposed to be in love with somebody, they were supposed to go in a certain direction and they didn't go in that direction, they didn't go towards that person. It's like this person not wanting to ask questions out loud for fear that if they ask questions like, well, why didn't that person come towards me? Or I was in love with someone else. They're afraid if they put that out there, that's going to manifest like another person back to them, or that's going to manifest something negative with the soul connection. Like this person wants to stay quiet. Like everything is going on in their head. Like they're calmly going through it in their head. Because so this is what I picture, like somebody coming to the realization, like their brain cracks, static, and then like this calming water where they're like trying to figure it out and they don't want to really make a move because they don't want to fuck anything up. And I think after that is when the communication comes in, because this person is going to be like, well, I have to say something to this person, because otherwise how how am I going to work through this? Like I can't work through it on my own, because where's my soulmate? All right. I'm gonna leave it there. Uh, I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope everybody enjoys their hump day. I got the burps and I haven't even eaten or drank anything. Poor me. Drinking anything. I haven't drinking anything. Have a great hump day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.